Hello everyone and welcome back! Today I'll show you 4 of my favorite FL Studio tricks that actually matter if you're a beatmaker. Let's open up FL Studio. Trick number 1. Create unique 808s. Instead of applying effects on your 808s, we're gonna first split the frequencies and treat them all differently. To do that, make sure the 808 is sent to a mixer track. Then on the mixer, open up Patcher. This is basically a huge effects rack. Right here is where the sounds comes in, and in between you can put effects. And then right here is where the sound will leave. Back to the mixer. Now right-click Patcher and find the frequency splitter. Once it's open, change the split send for the lows to 1, the mids to 2 and the highs to 3. Then go back to Patcher, right-click the effect and go to Outputs, then Audio, and here you can add these 3 sends one by one. Do that until they are all visible as a point right here. When you hover over them, you can see which send it is in the hint panel. Now you can add effects on every frequency separately. For example, let's add distortion to the lows only. So right-click and find Fast Distortion. Then connect the low send to the distortion effect. Drag the line to the output of Patcher and now only the lows will come through. Of course, adjust the distortion to your personal liking. Now let's put a chorus on the mid frequencies. Again, connect the mid send to the chorus and then connect the effect to the output. I'm gonna leave the highs as they are, but you'll get how it works. You can now add effects to your 808s freely without worrying about the lows. Number 2. Using the Ease Voice Remover. This is an external tool, but it's really powerful. If you want to remove the vocals from a song, just drag it in here and wait a few seconds. When it's done, you'll see both the vocal and the instrumental separately. Let's mute the instrumental and see if the vocals are actually isolated in high quality.
Y'all, you know we looking so fresh, y'all. Yeah, always on my best. Yes, y'all, I got a crew.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Actually much better than FL Studio. Alright, but let's also check if the instrumental sounds good. That's definitely not bad. If you want, you can even use the enhanced processing feature, but as you can hear in my case, that isn't even necessary. By the way, this tool can also detect the tempo of your song and you can change it if you want. If you're ready, click the export button, choose WAV file of course, and choose to export all your channels. There you go. By the way, you can also check out the other tools. They have stem splitters, echo and reverb removers, pitch changers, and so much more. You know what? I'll leave a link for you guys down below, and I hope you can do something with it. Now it's time for tool number 3, using direct wave. This really saved my life a lot. This can sample heavy VSTs and turn it into your own instrument. Now to do that, right-click the instrument in the channel rack and choose Create Direct Wave Instrument. Then you'll need to save it somewhere. Once that's done, you'll see this panel. And here you can choose the range of notes that direct wave will sample by adjusting the low note and the high note. Then in keys per zone, you can choose the amount of keys that are going to be sampled. All of these blue keys will be sampled and the others will be pitched up or down by FL. So the higher this number is, the smaller the size of your direct wave instrument is going to be. Now when you're done, click on Start. Now in the channel rack, we can see a brand new instrument. That's your sampled one. This is also useful for if you're sending your project to someone who doesn't have the VST you're using. Number 4. Use themes that will help you set the mood for your beatmaking session. I actually created all of these myself and they are truly wonderful. Now if you want to learn how to do that, click the video right here on my left. Thank you guys so much for watching.